Hamster Kombat is currently what is in everybody's mouth right now, and these guys are going to be listing soon. Now, most of us already saw the number of tokens we already have, and for some people, they already have their tokens in their wallets already. Now, we might also have actually seen the value of Hamster Kombat already. But then guys, let me know how many hamster tokens that you have right now in the comment section below. Type it down there for me. Let me know how many you got. Because Hamster Kombat has actually been a very badass game that has been championing the space in a very long time now, for the past over 6 months. And most probably, people were actually, feeling that, oh, because these guys have taken so much of our time and our energy, they are going to launch and launch well. But guys, remember that I have always told you that Hamster Kombat is not really going to meet up with the expectations that you have. And that is exactly what just happened. Like, it was almost like I really had this kind of, this kind of pre-thought, like I had this foresight around Hamster Kombat, because they were not really moving as much as they would actually move if they were really going to if they really wanted to dish out something good to us. And in the end, we actually have seen that Hamster Kombat is also another dust project that has come up and then giving us way less than we expected. But let us not come from the point of greed, because one thing is, I always love to see the positive side of anything. Yes, quite all right, but even though I would tell you the real truth here, let us also look at the other side, right? Now, I advised earlier in a couple of my videos where I said Hamster Kombat will not pay you well at all. They are not going to pay you well for anything, right? There is no way you're expecting the next $50 or the next $100 or $1,000 from Hamster Kombat, right? And what we actually want to do is to just make sure that we focused on playing this crypto project in our spare time, right? Before we even start going ahead with so much of talks, let's even look at my Hamster Kombat game right now and even see. Because when you come over here to my phone on Hamster Kombat, I'm going to go over to the airdrop section, and you can see here they're going to be launching very soon. That's the airdrop listing date. Alright, the crazy thing is that I already even got an error from the exchange I placed in for withdrawal. But for tokens, here's my tokens. I got 1,123 tokens. I actually stopped playing Hamster Kombat when they introduced keys. You guys know when they introduced keys. I remember back then I moved my profit per hour to over 1 million, and after I did move it to over 1 million, I was like, I'm done with this, guys. And they came up with their keys, play this one, play that one, and I just totally stopped because I did not see the value with what they were bringing at all. Like, I didn't see anything, right? And this is really why, when you come over here, you can actually see passive income, the earn tax, the friends, achievement, and I think friends was actually even what gave me the most of tokens here. Yeah, because I made videos about it and I pushed it out to a couple of people who actually jumped on board. But for the end task, I did not do any tasks. All the tasks of go and watch a video or go and okay, I did the most basic tasks, join the community, because I love to get first-hand information from the community, right? But for the keys, as you can see here, I only did it for the first day and I didn't do any keys again. So I had almost like 0 keys or 1 with Hamster Kombat and all. Right, but when you see here my withdrawal, unfortunately Bybit has denied your off-chain deposit request. So basically, when you come over here to my withdrawal, you'll see here that Bybit exchange, they say KYC needed. I've used Bybit for every other airdrop, right? Yes, and it worked, right? It worked hundreds of times. And why these guys are rejecting it because of KYC is what I don't know. So while I go to my Bybit account to check and make sure that everything is intact inside of there, I don't see why there's this error. But then if you're also experiencing this particular error, what you want to most probably do is to wait for the direct claim, which is going to be open when they have listed, right? When you check up on Bybit, you're going to see that it's going to be up on spot, as Hamster USDT will be up on spots, right? So that you guys are going to be able to trade, get your USDT, and you can make a full withdrawal of the funds you have, no matter what it is, right? I'm going to make a video around that. But the major thing, remember I said I was going to give somebody about $20, a couple of people. I made that post on Twitter yesterday, and that was where I asked, if you predict the price of Hamster, I'm going to be giving you guys $20. You can see that post on Twitter, or you might also want to join my community. But this is just really an eye-opener to several of this, play to earn games on Telegram. For sure, they're going to pay you a couple of bucks. Some will, and others will not. But the thing is, if you actually get to put all of your hope on this play to earn games, then you are going to lose than you gain. Not that you won't still make money, but the money will not be what you're expecting, especially if you're putting it at the forefront of everything that you're doing or as an income source for yourself, right? One thing I actually know for sure right now is that greed is moving the market. See, currently greed is moving the market, and this is actually not the best time that anybody will make money. You see, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, if you want to make real good money, yeah, if you're really looking at making real good money, this might not really be the best time. But in as much as there's greed, there's still a couple of information, right, a couple of trends that are coming that most probably you should start now to prepare yourself for what is to come, right? Because there's actually a couple of updates in the crypto space that is actually coming, some news that will actually give you foresight, right, as to what is coming in the future, and this might actually change the crypto market. And if there's going to be anything that would affect the crypto market, right, it's going to be an uptrend now, because there's actually been a downtrend in the past couple of months. All right, so if you actually are someone who is looking at making the most cash from crypto, this might be the best time to, instead of spending a lot of time with the tap to earn games and all, you also spend time to really learn and get yourself prepared for what is coming, because what is coming is going to be great and will make you the most of cash in this very space. Now, I actually share a couple of insights in my Telegram community. Here you're going to be getting different updates and all. We all share insights. Basically, we have a series of interaction and all that will basically help you to still get to start winning in this very space. And it's quite important for everybody, because man, I wouldn't say I didn't expect what Hamster Kombat did. I actually expected that it was not going to be this good. Yeah, I would even say that I was actually hoping that people would earn less, right? And this is a very huge difference with Pixelverse, because if you remember what Pixelverse did, just to make sure that some people actually had more, they actually had to get a lot of people off of their list of guys that will take up on airdrops, right? And this is actually what made some people make as much as $1,000, $2,000 with Pixelverse. I myself did about 2K, 3K with Pixelverse, right? And a lot of other people did not. Now, people actually came out calling Pixelverse a scam, and I'm like, no, they did not scam you. This is exactly the model they followed, and this is a couple of insights around this. But then your voice is higher than mine, right? This time, Hamster Kombat decided to distribute everybody, and we are all getting $2, $3, $5, $7, $10. I don't know how much this is going to be. 1,000 tokens. I don't know how much it's going to be, but let me just predict around $10 or $100. If it's not 10, it's going to be 100, because from the pre-market price, right, we are seeing about 0.01. Some is going to 0.005 thereabouts. So 0.05 to 0.1 thereabouts. We are hoping that that's what the price is going to be, but then it's very close to listing, and we can just hold on and we get to see this price, and we are all good. Yeah, so this is it for this particular video today, guys. You actually want to join my community on Telegram. With this, we'll be able to have more interactions around this whole crypto thing, and we can be able to position ourselves better for these several opportunities. I'll see you guys in my next video.